Welcome to Beekeeping with Brian again. This is a morning walk around. And what I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to feed one of my hives, but before I do that I'm just going to spend a little bit of time and show you how they're all positioned. And I'm shooting this footage on two devices today. One is a GoPro Hero 13 Black on a head mounted mount just on the edge of my visor. You can see it like that. The other, of course, is my trusty iPhone 15 Pro Max. And what we're going to do now is, this is my baby hive, my Nucleus. I've created that from a split. I didn't have a queen cell. I just needed to get some of the volume out of one of my hives. And essentially they're in there making a queen, building themselves into a stronger hive. So I'll relocate them in a little while. But right now what I'm going to show you is where I'm going to relocate them to. Fast forward zoomy noise. As you can see, we're not going very far. And all I'm going to do is take that baby beehive and bring it about 50 meters this way and probably put it on that mounting block there next to my long Langstroth. And what you're seeing is my backyard. So although we're in suburbia, I'm kind of lucky, got a little bit of space here. And these are my other three hives, all really strong, quite lively. Can smell the honey. I tell you what, all I can do is smell honey at the moment. Now, one thing I want to check out about this part of town, I'll let you know, we get quite a few wild animals in here at night. Deer mostly. And they chew the living daylights out of this fruit tree that I'm trying to grow. You can see it's all been eaten away at the end there. Really annoying for me. And how I know we get deer is I've seen them, but also you can look around, and if you've done any kind of wildlife work, you can start to recognize when you've got animals cruising through your backyard. You see things like little disturbances in the grass, like right here. That's a footprint, believe it or not. It's probably, by the look of it, there's another one there. You can see that it came over the fence there and it came down here. More footprints. See if we can find some good ones. There we go. Clear evidence we have deer recently. And those aren't big scat. That looks like a sambar. Not a sambar, sorry. Probably a fallow deer. Now fallow deer are the smaller deer. Think Bambi. But we also get sambar. They're big bucks. They're quite scary. Anywho, this is the back part of my beehives. And what I'm going to do today, I'll do it very shortly, is to feed my bees. Just this hive. What I've been doing is I've been using this hive to essentially grow frames of sugar honey, because above the snow line here our summer's not as long, the bees don't gather as much food, so these two hives have been focusing on honey production, and I'm going to get some good honey out of this one. Probably get about 4 frames, about 18 kilos, which isn't a lot by most beekeepers' standards, but for me, very happy with it. That hive there is the one that I've used to split, so I'm going to leave that one alone. And this one I'm just making sugar honey with. So in about 2 weeks' time I'm going to switch into feeding mode, and all of these hives will start being fed sugar after I've done the honey harvest. And again, the reason for that is quite simply, in winter we get snow. It's cold, and if they don't make enough food they will die, and I don't want that. So I'll use feeding frames like this one, and I'll be feeding them all 3.5 litres of 2:1 sugar syrup. So each one of them will get about 4 kilos of sugar for about 6 weeks. And it'll cost me about $50 a hive. So $150 for the 3 hives, or $200 for all 4 hives I'm going to have down here. And that means my bees live. I call that a good investment, wouldn't you? Anyway, shooting this again on my iPhone 15 Pro Max. And if you're watching my head camera, it is a Hero 13 Black. It's a GoPro. If you like bees and beekeeping, it'd be awesome if you'd subscribe, because the more the merrier. We'll talk soon. Oops.